Hey, what's good, YouTube subscribers? How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy MG5 back again with another sports video. And tonight, y'all, we're gonna stay in the fight game. You know, there's some big fights this weekend. Some big fights this weekend, you know, MMA and boxing. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. We got to talk about boxing. There is a super fight this weekend. Real fight fans and real boxing fans know what fight I'm talking about. And I truly can't wait for this one, man. It's going to be something special. It's going to be true greatness. It's going to be true greatness in that ring. And I can't wait for this one, man. I truly can't. You know, this is a true 50-50 fight, a throwback fight, and a generational type of fight. You know, in the 1960s, you know, real fight fans, real boxing fans got to see the best versus the best. You know, even in the 1980s, you know, the 60s, Ali versus Liston, Ali versus Frazier, Ali versus Foreman. You know what I mean? And Frazier versus Foreman, and so on and so on. Even in the 80s, young Mike Tyson, a prime Mike Tyson. And then we had Leonard versus Hagler, Hagler versus Hearns, Hearns versus Leonard, Leonard versus Duran, and many more. So, you know, real fight fans and real boxing fans have always got to see those type of fights, the best versus the best, the generational type of fights. You know, in this generation, we haven't really got to see that. Like, I know in my lifetime, I haven't really seen any fights like that, you know, a true 50-50 fight. But come this weekend, you know what I mean? July 29th, this Saturday night, it's going to be live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hey, y'all know what fight I'm talking about. This fight will change all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait. And, you know, we talking about Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol the Truth Spence Jr. Whoo! Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all know what fight I'm talking about. This is a super fight right here. A true 50-50 fight. Two undefeated champions in their prime, the best versus the best. And you know what? I do believe this is the biggest fight to make in boxing. I truly do believe that. You know what I'm saying? I truly do believe this is the biggest fight to make in boxing. And the winner of this fight will be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying? I truly do believe that, y'all, because look at this, man. Look at what's at stake. Someone's O has to go. Two undefeated champions. You know, the winner of this fight will become the first ever welterweight undisputed champion. You know, that's going down in history. And I love the welterweight division. You know, the welterweight division has produced some of the greatest fighters of all time. So just to have history being made, and for Terrence Bud Crawford, there's even more history. You know, he can become the first ever, you know, the first male to become a 2-time undisputed champion. That has never been done. You know what I'm saying? So there's history on the line. And let me ask y'all a question. You know, this is for the real boxing fans and real fight fans out there. When was the last time that we had two undefeated champions, two elite fighters fighting each other, but they're both in the top 5 pound-for-pound rankings? You know, Crawford is either #1 or #2 on most of the pound-for-pound rankings, and Spence is either #3 or #4. When was the last time that we had two undefeated champions in their primes, two elite fighters? You know what I'm saying? Both in the top 5 pound-for-pound rankings. When was the last time we had that type of fight? You know, I want to know. You know, that's a question for the real fight fans and the real boxing fans. So with that being said, and everything else on the line, welterweight undisputed on the line, you know, I do believe that this is the biggest fight to make in boxing, and the winner of this fight will become the #1 pound-for-pound king in boxing. I truly do believe that, y'all. I'm going to be, hey, whoo, for reals, man. This is a true 50-50 fight. You know, so y'all know how we do things around here. You know what I'm saying? Got to break it down, give y'all my thoughts, and give y'all my final fight predictions, man. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. But now looking into the fight, man. Whoo, and hey, no disrespect to Inoue. I believe, Inoue, he's number 2 in my rankings, and what he did earlier today was just crazy, man. Nothing but respect to him. You know what I mean? I knew deep down inside he could win, even though my prediction, I did have Fulton Jr., but I knew deep down inside Inoue was going to win that fight, and, nothing but respect to him. He proved me wrong, and he's real, y'all. The monster is real, and, no disrespect to him. I just believe with everything that I just said, all the facts that I just said about this fight with Spence versus Crawford, I do believe the winner of this fight will become, the number 1 pound-for-pound king in boxing. I truly do believe that. But, looking more into this fight, y'all, I guess we can start off with the training camps real quick. I feel like both fighters both had great training camps, man. Crawford, he trains in Colorado in the high altitude in the mountains. I see the stairs that he be running up on in the mountains and stuff. That's legit right there. And I know Crawford's going to be ready physically and mentally for this fight. So, I know he's looking sharp. And for Errol Spence Jr., he's not training in high altitude, but he trains in the heat. You know what I mean? He trains in Texas, and he has his little gym. And, I'm going to be real, y'all. I've been watching the All Access. That dude be training in, it'd be 110 plus in that gym. You know what I'm saying? He's doing 12 to 15 rounds of sparring in 112, 113 degree weather. Like, wow, bro. That's crazy right there. So, and his strength and conditioning for Errol Spence Jr., that's, hey, man, both fighters are going to be ready. And I truly can't wait for this one, man. But when I look at the skill sets, I spoke about this before, especially in the past videos, if y'all been keeping up with me, but we'll touch up on this again. I do believe when I look at the skill set, it's very close, man. There's not a gap between them, but both fighters have certain advantages over each other. And, when you look at Terrence Bud Crawford, some of the advantages that he will have over Errol Spence Jr. in this fight, I think he will. Well, I don't think. I know he will have the speed advantage. Well, nah. I guess, I think he will have the speed advantage over Spence. He has the better footwork, the better movement. I do think he's slightly the better boxer, even though we can't sleep on the boxing skills of Errol Spence Jr. He has boxed up some great opponents and some former champions, Mikey Garcia. But anyways, I do think Crawford is the better boxer, I think the counterpunching of Terrence Crawford is going to raise some eyebrows for Errol Spence Jr., for sure. I think the killer instinct, man, this dude Crawford, when he gets you hurt, he gets you out of the ring, man. There's something about this guy. He turns into a different beast and a different animal when he gets you hurt. So I think, having the speed advantage, the footwork, the movement, the counter punching, the killer instinct, having those things. And I do think Crawford has better timing than Errol Spence Jr. So having those things right there, I think, it's going to make it tough for Spence, real talk. It's going to make it tough for Spence. And I do think Crawford has better combinations. I do. But looking at the flip side of things, for Errol Spence Jr., some of the advantages that he will have in this fight, he will be the natural, bigger, stronger guy. He will be the harder puncher, I think he will have the cardio advantage in this one. The body punching, the way he goes to the body, the inside fighting. Spence is the better inside fighter for sure. And also with Errol Spence Jr., something about him is the placement of his shots. You know what I mean? The placement of his shots, y'all. When he gets on the inside, I think that's going to be very dangerous for Terrence Bud Crawford. And even though I think Crawford has the better combinations, the way Spence goes up top and goes to the body, or the way, he goes to the body and then back up top, I think he does that the best, man. I don't think no one does that better than Errol Spence Jr. in boxing, going up top and then going to the body. Hey, that's real right there. And then also, I think I might have said it. If not, the jab. I think Spence has the better jab. Even though Crawford is the better boxer, I think Spence has the better jab. So, with all those things right there, and then when you look at how both of them fight, Crawford kind of takes his time a little bit in the beginning rounds, fights at a slower pace and rhythm. Then he turns up later on as the fight goes on. He gets stronger, you know what I mean? That's how he starts off his fights. But for Errol Spence Jr., he's coming at you like a car crash. Bro's throwing 50 plus punches from the beginning of from round one, man, from the beginning of the fight. So he uses his cardio and his pace, the body punches, to wear down his opponents. And he does hit hard. For people that say Errol Spence does not hit hard, okay, look at Ugas. Look what happened to him. Look at Kell Brook. Look what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? He does hit hard. You feel me? But Crawford does have the better timing. So this is going to be, a great fight, man. It truly is. It truly is, man. And I can't wait for this fight. Hey, it's going down, y'all. It's going down. And, another thing, I think Crawford's reaction time could give Spence problems. And I think, something when you look at Spence, when he's on the inside, y'all, he fights behind that educated jab, but he may not have the better footwork when it comes between these guys, but he does switch up the angle pretty nice, man, when he's on the inside. And Spence is like a leech, man. He's not going to get off of you once he ain't going to get off of you once he, that boy's a train, man. He's coming straight at you. So, it's going to be a great fight. I feel like for Terrence Crawford, he has to control the tempo and the rhythm of the fight early. And he may have to start off early, just to be real. But he's going to have to control the pace of the fight for sure. And he has the skill set to do that. He can switch up the angles going southpaw and orthodox, the counter punching, and just having that killer instinct, because he can catch Spence with a punch and really hurt him and get him out of there. But everything else, man, Errol Spence Jr., the cardio, the pace, the way he comes at you, the body punches, he will really wear you down, man. He will really wear you down. So, hey, this is a true 50-50 fight. I got respect for both of these fighters. And my final fight prediction on this one, look, I'm going to be real. When the fight first got announced, I was rocking with Spence. Now, here we are on fight week, a few days before the fight. Something inside of me is kind of like, yo, this dude Crawford might win this fight. I'm going to be real, y'all. Crawford, I would not be surprised if he wins this fight. It's a true 50-50, and that's just something inside of me telling me that Crawford might do it, man. He's both of these fighters are something special, and I truly can't wait. But my final fight prediction, I'm going to rock with my favorite fighter, Errol the Truth Spence Jr., to win this fight and to become the first ever undisputed welterweight champion. That's what I got. I believe he will stop Crawford in the 11th or 12th round. Both fighters are going to have to walk through the fire. They're going to have to walk through the pain to become the champion. Who can take more pain, man, and who wants it more? It's really going to come down to the heart and the spirit. But I think everything that Spence has been through, you cannot deny him, man. And I do believe he will win this fight. And both fighters will hit the canvas, man. So I truly can't wait. But make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know who y'all got winning this super fight. Do y'all got Terrence Bud Crawford or Errol the Truth Spence Jr.? Hey, let me know, y'all, and make sure y'all tune in. Don't miss this one. Pure fireworks. Anyways, y'all stay up, and hey, catch y'all next time, man.